Emma Miller woke up in her bedroom to find her fiancé Nathan passionately kissing another woman dressed in Emma's wedding dress. Nathan and Amber were kissing passionately at the entrance to the bedroom. Nathan, with his arms around Amber's waist, asked her to be quiet and stop fooling around so as not to wake Emma. They didn't know that she had been awake for a long time. Nathan offered to move to another room, but Amber wanted to do it here, in front of Emma, in her wedding dress. Emma tried to hold back the tears, but she could feel them slowly streaming down her face. How could the man she was supposed to marry the next day be cheating on her right before her eyes? Amber leaned down to Emma's ear and whispered,
"I'm not gonna let you and Nathan get married tomorrow. I'm pregnant. And he's mine."
Emma clenched her hands into fists. Her head was buzzing from the words she had just heard. "I'm pregnant, and he's mine." Emma's world fell apart. 3 years ago, Emma was a top model in New York City. She sacrificed her career to pursue a relationship with Nathan, the studio owner. It was then that Amber took her place. And now, she wants to steal what's hers again. To steal the man of her dreams. No, Emma thought, trying to stop herself from spiraling. This must be a dream. A terrible nightmare. But was it really like that? Emma arrived at the ceremony at City Hall at the scheduled time. She looked for Nathan, but he was nowhere to be found. So she decided to call him.
Gotta take this. Hi?
Nathan, where are you?
Yeah, listen, here's the thing. Amber just got injured on stage and, she needs me.
But
Yeah, let's postpone the wedding until tomorrow. Okay, bye. So I should up.
But there would be no tomorrow for Emma. As she walked back to the car, she felt tears streaming down her face. She pulled out her sunglasses from her bag to cover her tear-stained eyes. Suddenly, she heard a strong male voice that caught her attention. It was a handsome, tall man. A dark blue fitted suit hugged his body. His pants fit smoothly around his strong legs, and his polished shoes glistened in the sun. Although he was wearing sunglasses, Emma could see his chiseled face and strong jawline. Emma was sure that those full lips had driven more than one woman crazy. Emma recognized him. It was the CEO of Kaleidoscope Entertainment, Eric Roberts. When she was a top model, she had met him at an event. When Eric spoke, an aura emanated from him as strong as that of a king. Curiosity got the better of her. So, Emma decided to eavesdrop.
If my fiancé can't make it to the wedding on time, then she should not come at all.
But sir, your father insists that you must get married today, no matter what. Honestly, he doesn't really care who you marry.
Then just pick someone else from my contact list. I give you half an hour.
Eric Roberts was one of the most desirable bachelors in town. But he didn't want anyone in particular. For him, this marriage was primarily an opportunity to please his father. This was Emma's chance. Wiping her tears with the sleeve of her dress, she boldly approached the man.
Mr. Roberts, your fiancé didn't come. My fiancé left me. So why don't we get married instead?
The assistant was shocked by the woman's courage. Eric took off his sunglasses, revealing a pair of inky dark eyes. The sun glinted in his eyes, making them shine like diamonds. After looking over Emma, he turned to his assistant.
Give me her data now.
Okay. Emma?
Miller.
Right.
Grabbing his cell phone, the assistant quickly found Emma's data and showed the information to his boss.
Here she is, sir.
2 minutes later, Eric's lips twitched slightly, and he said only one word.
Okay, let's go.
The wedding was like a haze. In less than 30 minutes, Emma was holding her marriage certificate. From now on, she was a wife, and Eric Roberts was her husband. A man who didn't demand that she love him because he was not lacking in attention from other women. And most importantly, marrying him would make Nathan regret what he had done. The newlyweds were strolling slowly down the street. Emma looked nervously at her new husband.
Thank you for marrying me. If there is something you need from me in return, just let me know. And I have 2 simple requests for you.
Tiredly unbuttoning his shirt collar, Eric listened to Emma carefully.
First, if you have no choice, please don't tell anyone about our relationship for now. And secondly, I would appreciate it if you would stay out of my personal affairs. But don't worry, I have no intention of having a relationship with another man.
A slight smile appeared on Eric's face, and Emma felt his powerful aura filling the entire car.
Okay. For now, I can promise you these 2 things. But after a 6-month trial period, I will publicly announce our marriage. Besides, I don't think a married couple should live apart. Take a few days to pack your things, and then I want you to move in with me. My assistant, Luke, will contact you with the address. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Emma agreed to the conditions set by her new husband. She bid farewell and walked to her own. Her story was just beginning. Luke, Eric's assistant, was sitting in the driver's seat. He looked at his boss in the rearview mirror. He suggested that they return to Eric's family mansion to announce the good news to all the relatives. Eric interrupted Luke and instructed him to follow Emma and report back on her every move. After this order, he glanced at his fiancée. Eric followed Emma closely as she walked slowly to her car. As the president of an international entertainment agency, he had heard of Emma before. He remembered that she had once been a famous model, and that 3 years ago she had turned down an offer from the leading entertainment agency Star King, signing with Global Pictures Entertainment instead. A little later, rumors began to spread in the industry about her relationship with Global's boss, Nathan Davis. Eric wondered where this spontaneous marriage would lead. He put on his sunglasses and walked away. Emma got behind the wheel of her car. She never realized she was so brave. Her heart was pounding like crazy. She had married a stranger, but now she is Mrs. Roberts.
I'm Mrs. Roberts.
She repeated this several times, and she loved it. The euphoria was interrupted by a phone call. It was Nathan.
Yes?
Emma, listen, Amber is supposed to be performing tonight, and I really need you to fill in for her. Please come over here. Makeup artist will give you a mask so no one's gonna recognize you.
But you said that she was hurt on stage. The video should know by now that she's injured.
Yeah, but I kinda told everyone that she's still going on stage even with the injury, so please, honey, come over here, okay? I just told you what needs to be done. Please, do it.
Emma remained calm, at least outwardly. She agreed to come immediately to the venue. This reassured Nathan. He reminded her again about their wedding, which he said was to take place tomorrow. But Emma knew that was a lie. Instead, she replied,
Okay, I'll help you.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, girls, chop chop.
In the past, Emma had filled in for Amber on set many times without even realizing she was being used. But she wasn't going to do it again. Emma called the only person she still trusted, her manager, Lisa. Emma told her everything about Nathan's infidelity, Amber's pregnancy, and how they were using her as a puppet. And most importantly, how she would take revenge on them. Emma was going to do to them what they had done to her. Yes, she had a plan. Everyone in the studio was actively preparing for the important event. Gathering all her inner strength, Emma made her way to the studio. She already had a plan, being sure Nathan wasn't gonna like it. Amber's assistant, Harry, a man with a muscular build and a sneaky character, was in charge of the process. When she walked into the studio, everyone forgot what they were doing for a few seconds because they were mesmerized by her beauty. Harry had been waiting for Emma for a long time. The process of preparing a model for a show is very complicated and troublesome.
What kind of show is tonight?
Emma's question puzzled Harry. He thought for a second and quickly replied that it was nothing special and walked towards the dressing room. But Emma knew it was much more than nothing special. It was a fashion show for the famous French jewelry brand Belle Aime. This show was very important for Amber's career because she could become the ambassador for Belle Aime. Harry lied, but now Emma didn't let herself be fooled. Harry took Emma to Amber's private dressing room, which Amber kindly allowed Emma to use. At the same time, Harry showed the show schedule and explained that Emma would appear instead of Amber in the grand finale during the presentation of the jewelry. Harry opened an expensive velvet-lined box and presented Emma with an incredibly beautiful diamond necklace with a large pendant on it. Harry ordered the makeup artist to start working. Then, he walked out.
And hurry up, girls. The show starts in an hour.
While the makeup artist was working with Emma, Eric's assistant, Luke, was carefully following his boss's orders and watching Emma's every step. He overheard that Emma was to replace Amber during the show. And of course, he reported this to Roberts, who ordered Luke to make sure that Emma would take part in the show. Eric wanted to see his new wife in action. Emma stood in front of the mirror in her dressing room. Her white dress was simple but elegant. White and form-fitting, it perfectly emphasized Emma's waist. With her hair tied back, Emma looked absolutely stunning. Even the diamond hanging around her neck faded in comparison to Emma's beauty. Harry, Amber's assistant, brought a golden mask that would hide Emma's face, and everyone would think it was Amber. When he saw Emma, he was simply speechless. Even if Emma stood absolutely motionless, she would still be the center of attention. Now Amber will definitely get the contract. Emma took the golden mask from Harry's hands and put it on. Now her image was complete. Did all of them, even Nathan, really think that the mask would hide her identity? We'll see. Although what she had planned was a bit extreme, Emma was going to give those lovers the surprise of their lives.
A huge round of applause for the showstopper, Amber Lee!
As Emma walked gracefully on the ramp with a mask, the crowd broke into massive applause. The spotlight was on her as she did her elegant walk, revealing her gorgeous legs that were her claim to fame as the top model 3 years ago. As she took the center stage, all the eyes were on her. The audience gasped as they noticed her crown star was missing.
Oh God! Where's the crown star?
Anxiety filled the air as the panicked stylists and assistants frantically searched for the crown star, which was supposed to be the highlight of the show. They even pushed back Emma's sleeves and raised the hem of her gown, displaying her lovely, pale, long legs. Little did they know that this was all a part of Emma's plan. As Emma struck a gorgeous pose like a showstopper, her long, beautiful legs were revealed and the crown star appeared from under the white skirt, sparkling magnificently around her alluring ankle. The crowd gasped in disbelief as Emma enthralled everyone. But the crown star was no longer the highlight of the fashion show, as Emma's beautiful legs had captivated everyone's attention. Everyone looked at Emma. They were all starstruck as her body flowed from one pose to another, mesmerizing everyone. What was most impressive was that she managed to present the crown star in a different light with every striking pose. Only she could manage to show off its beauty over and over again. The cameras couldn't stop flashing, and the audience went crazy with their applause. Within seconds, Emma received a standing ovation from the audience. Seeing the heartwarming response, Belle Am's founder, Julius Taylor, was totally impressed with his showstopper. He made an entry on the stage with a proud smile.
Thank you everyone, especially Amber, for a spectacular performance. You're a star, my supermodel.
But clearly, he wasn't aware that behind the mask, it wasn't Amber, but Emma who had made his show a huge success. But just then...
That isn't Amber! I've seen her shows before, and she doesn't have such long legs.
Well, you must be mistaken. Global Pictures will never cheat. They have a reputation.
Then ask her to take the mask off.
Murmurs of doubt and disbelief multiplied and grew louder with each passing second as everyone began to wonder just who this phenomenal model was.
Lady, please remove your mask and reveal your identity. That's Emma Miller!
But wasn't she blacklisted?
How could she stoop so low as to impersonate another model?
A swarm of reporters bombarded Emma with questions. Emma was nervous, but she wasn't gonna give up so easily.
Miss Miller, are you trying to take advantage of Amber's injury by stealing her model contract?
Miss Miller, are you desperately trying to make a comeback, or is this a jealous attempt to ruin Amber Lee's career?
Emma, is this an opportunity theft by you, or a publicity stunt by Belle-Anne?
Hearing his brand's name being pulled into an unwanted controversy, Julius yelled at Emma.
How dare you use my prestigious brand to pull off your cheap stunt? I am going to sue you! You don't deserve to be standing on my runway. Get out of here!
Seems like Emma's plan has backfired. Stung by humiliation, Emma was frozen. But just then, everyone's eyes were fixated on the handsome billionaire, Eric Roberts.
She's not the one that should get lost. You are.
The sudden appearance of Eric Roberts, the CEO of Kaleidoscope Entertainment, sent a shockwave among the audience. Everyone knew how much Eric Roberts despised the games and drama that the modeling industry was known for. His presence spurred a series of questions.
Eric Roberts? What is he doing at a fashion show?
Why is he defending Emma?
How is she related to him? Are they dating?
The entire hall seemed to be holding its breath, waiting for the big reveal.
Mr. Taylor, don't you know how to behave with a woman with dignity?
Hearing those words from Eric, Emma gazed at him affectionately. Nathan, whom she had loved dearly, would have never dared to speak in front of a powerful personality like Julius Taylor. But Eric had the guts to state the obvious. Julius Taylor's legs were shivering under Eric's hard stare. It took him a while to collect his words.
My apologies, Mr. Roberts. I take my words back. I was not aware of your relationship with Miss Emma.
Get lost, Emma. What a cheap...
The paparazzi were trying their best to pull Emma down as she made a walk on the runway. But just then, everyone's jaws dropped when they saw Kaleidoscope's billionaire owner step in.
Well, it looks like someone else needs to get lost. Mark my words, this woman is going to be a star in the modeling industry again.
Emma quickly escaped the media frenzy and rushed out. No one knew Eric Roberts was none other than her secret husband, who just stood up for her like a true hero. But Emma wanted to fight her own battles.
Get in, quick.
I am really grateful for what you did today.
Did you really think I would allow some idiot to bully my wife in front of everyone?
Although it was a contract marriage, hearing the word wife slip out of Eric's lips made Emma's heart skip a beat. Please drop me to my home.
Are you sure? But tonight is our wedding night.
Emma blushed as Eric tried to lighten up her mood. She politely thanked him for all that he had done for her sake. Thank you for not revealing our relationship tonight. I appreciate you wanting to help me, but I want you to stay out of this. This is my revenge, and I don't want anyone else to be responsible for my actions. A smile curled up on Eric's face. Unlike other women who just wanted to use Eric as a stepping stone for their own advancement, Emma's headstrong and dignified persona appealed to him. He couldn't stop admiring Emma. Emma noticed Eric staring at her, and she couldn't stop blushing. But just then, her phone rang. It was her manager, Lisa, who sounded agitated.
Emma, I have found the evidence of Amber's pregnancy. What do you want me to do with this?
Lisa, let me warn you beforehand that supporting me would mean going against Global Pictures.
I am with you. So what's the plan?
Hearing the support in Lisa's voice, Emma's confidence rose high. Then listen to me very carefully. By now, Eric was aware of her situation with her ex Nathan and how badly Emma wanted to take her revenge from Nathan and his current flame, Amber. His show of support touched Emma's heart. In her heart, she vowed that no matter what, she would remember that day and the promises she had made to Eric forever. Meanwhile, Amber and Nathan had no idea about the storm that was gonna shake their life soon. They were engrossed in watching the disastrous video of Emma's performance, where they had forced Emma to step in for Amber with the mask, but it backfired.
She did it on purpose.
Come on, Amber.
Look at that! She knows the biggest difference between us is our legs. That hungry for fame witch did that on purpose.
Relax, Amber. You know Emma isn't like that. After all, it's not the first time she stood in for you.
Don't be stupid, Nathan. We are about to lose the Belle-Amie contract. It will be the end of us. Someone has to take the blame.
So what are you suggesting?
You know what I am gonna say. That's the only option we've got. I know it's nasty, but she deserves it.
No way. That won't be fair to Emma.
Well, going riches to rags will be fair to us, Nathan. So make a choice.
I guess, under the current circumstances, that's our only option.
Emma had no idea how far Nathan and Amber could go to ruin her career. They wanted to bring her down, and they were not gonna stop. But they say karma gets back to you when you least expect it. When Nathan picked his phone to drop the bomb on Emma, he got a call from his secretary.
Mr. Davis, check the headlines. Emma's manager has just released a story.
Hearing the panic in his secretary's voice, Nathan quickly jumped online and was shocked to read the news. To his disbelief, Nathan found that Emma's manager had already revealed to all the major news sites that Nathan forced Emma to stand in for Amber multiple times over the past 3 years, and further claimed that Emma had been bullied for many years by Nathan, thus compromising her career for Amber's future.
No way! How could she do this?
And you were trying to defend her. See what she has done to you? To us! We need to cover it up quickly before it blows both of our careers.
You're right. Emma has betrayed us. I'm going to teach her a lesson that she will remember forever. Her modeling career is over now.
Nathan immediately dialed all his contacts in the media. He quickly had them prioritize posting the announcement alleging that what happened at the fashion show was a desperate attempt by Emma to grab the spotlight and revive her failed career. Nathan was going to leave no stone unturned. Just when it felt that Emma's reputation had been damaged beyond repair, the social media started a crazy new trend that flipped the power dynamics between Nathan and Emma. Nathan tried his best to pull his PR tactics to help Amber, but it was of no avail. Nathan was bewildered as they wondered who could be so powerful in the whole industry to beat Global's PR.
I don't care about the money. Spend whatever it takes to slander Emma and bury this news.
How, Emma? Tell me. How are you doing this? Is any other company supporting you? Is your family involved?
There is someone behind the scenes, but I can't reveal it just yet. Emma wanted to keep it a secret from everyone. The media, the entertainment companies, and Lisa. No one could imagine Emma was into a secret contractual marriage with the charming billionaire Eric Roberts, the king of entertainment. She had only one thing in mind: Nathan's distraught face when she crushes him. Emma let Lisa speculate while she left for a classy dinner at an upscale restaurant that evening. All the eyes were on gorgeous Emma as she made a splashing entry with her contractual husband, Eric. Hushed conversations and gasps followed their every step. Emma looked away and Eric pulled out his phone.
You are trending at number 1. Seems like a victory. Tell me, are you going to leave Global now?
I can't let them off so easily. I have decided to get back into modeling. I'm going to use Nathan and his company Global and tear them down for what they did to me.
This is your anger speaking. What if your feelings for your ex, Nathan, rekindle tomorrow?
Emma loved Nathan with all her heart once, but Emma knew we never play with fire that once burned our hands. And there was no looking back when Nathan released the exclusive scoop to ruin Emma's career. And on top of that, not even once did Nathan call in to check on her. Emma has had enough. She was hell-bent on bringing Nathan down with Amber. She could see through his lies, and the love she had for him once upon a time was turned to ashes. I have made my decision, and I won't regret it.
Good to hear that, because you made one more decision earlier, and it's time to stand by it.
Eric was intrigued by his new wife, who was headstrong and a woman of dignity. Unlike other women, Emma had no intention to use Eric as a stepping stone to success.
By the way, my assistant has booked a room for us here. Let's stay back.
Emma's cheeks flushed red as she heard those words. She had utmost trust for her new husband, Eric, and there was no holding back. Eric led Emma into the exotic penthouse decorated with beautiful roses and filled with romantic melodies, setting the stage for their sizzling wedding night plans. It was everything she had ever imagined. Emma's heart raced as she thought about her wedding night plans, but her body language exuded nervousness, which Eric could sense.
I will have a shower first. You can have all the time to make your decision. There's no pressure.
Emma was nervous, but felt grateful for his thoughtfulness. As Eric undressed, Emma couldn't stop admiring Eric's muscular body. She felt a strong pull towards him. She made her decision and stepped into the shower.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Eric grabbed Emma's waist passionately and pressed his lips against hers. A romantic current ran through Emma's body. She was completely mesmerized with Eric as she looked into his romantic eyes and felt a sensation that she had never felt before. Eric couldn't wait any longer. He wrapped her in a towel, scooped her in his arms, and carried her to the rose petal-covered bed. Eric pulled Emma closer and pressed himself on top of her. She screamed in pain.
I had no idea this was your first time. Are you hurt?
Can we please do this another time? Eric was taken aback as he had no idea that it could possibly be her first time. After all, she had dated Nathan, but this came as a shock. Eric stopped as he cared for Emma and made sure that she was comfortable first.
Of course. There's no rush. I want you to be really comfortable. I would never hurt you.
Saying that, Eric gently caressed Emma. Emma was taken aback by his kindness. She was amazed that the charming billionaire could be so kind and gentle. You are such a good man. You are nothing like the world portrays you. I thought you would be a completely controlling dictator.
That's for the world, but this is my true self. And since you are my wife, I want to be myself in front of you. But Emma, if you betray me, I might never forgive you.
What a coincidence. I feel the same way. Emma couldn't stop thinking about Eric as their hearts were drawn closer the previous night. But the next day, Emma woke up to the blinding sunlight in the bed all alone. Eric? Emma wondered where Eric had gone. She thought they had shared a magical night, but why did he disappear? Just then, Emma's phone rang. It was Nathan.
Do you want me to answer it for you?
No, it's not the right time. Emma was hesitant to pick up the phone, as she wasn't ready to reveal her secret relationship with Eric to Nathan so soon. Eric picked up the phone and handed it to Emma, who put it on speakerphone.
Emma, where are you?
Just hiding from the reporters. Emma lied through her teeth, but Nathan didn't suspect a thing as he had something else on his mind.
You won't believe what Lisa did. Global entertainment is in crisis, and I want you to help me fix this. Please, save Global's reputation.
That meant only one thing for Emma. Another opportunity for Nathan to put the blame on her. But Emma was just tired of this whole business. All right, I am on my way.
You have my number. I will be just a call away.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts.
I am your husband now. Call me something else or I won't let you go.
My husband? Saying that, Eric pulled Emma onto his lap. Emma's heart skipped a beat as she couldn't stop blushing. Eric continued to flirt.
Let me drop you off at Global's office. And remember your promise. Don't get too close to another man.
Emma gave Eric a reassuring smile. Eric drove Emma to the Global's office, but he was concerned for Emma. As the king of entertainment, Eric was aware how destructive the industry could be. And as Emma's new husband, Eric wanted Emma to reclaim her position as a top model and turn the tables on Nathan and Amber. Upon reaching the office, as soon as Emma stepped out of the car, the staff spotted her and began whispering. They were sure that Lisa had been acting in such a way on Emma's order. As soon as Emma entered Nathan's office, Nathan was waiting for her. He was furious, but held back his anger. Tell me, what the hell happened with Lisa?
It was your manager. If you didn't tell her, then who did?
Nathan, we are about to get married. How could I hurt you? Emma pretended to be innocent, but almost choked on her words. But Nathan was having none of it, and he continued to bombard her with accusations. Emma couldn't believe Nathan was the same guy she loved so deeply once. Nothing mattered anymore. She could see through his lies.
How do you explain the bracelet on your ankle? You very well know the difference between you and Amber. Your legs.
Emma looked back steadily. She had protected Amber so many times before, but she was getting suspicious of Nathan's intentions now.
The damage is done, Emma, and Bel-Am is suing us for the breach of contract thanks to you and your manager. And you need to fix this.
All this while, she thought Nathan did it to promote his own career. But seeing his desperation to protect Amber at her own expense, something was off.
I can't have this incident hurt my career. You have to step up and give a public apology that your manager did this, and my company had nothing to do with it.
Emma knew by taking responsibility for her manager was the same thing as saying she herself was responsible. Why should I take the fall? Emma decided to finally stand up for herself and not sacrifice her image and career for the sake of Nathan and Amber. Nathan realized what happened and reached out to Emma, but she pushed him away. But Nathan kept on pleading.
Please, this one time. I promise you it will never happen again after we're married.
Fine! Nathan thought Emma succumbed to his pressure, like always. But this time he didn't know Emma was a changed person. Nathan had planned on marrying Emma so that he could control her easily and make her take the fall for him and Amber again and again. But this time, Emma had enough. You should know that I am doing this for you and your career, Nathan. Nathan had no idea Emma was an unstoppable storm. Lisa, Nathan is using me again.
Tell me what to do.
Emma and Lisa had a plan all along. A plan to crush Nathan and Amber. As Nathan wanted, she was ready to apologize to the public and the global by taking the blame. But right after that, release the photos of Nathan and Amber to the hospital. I want him exposed. Lisa, I know you were putting your career on the line for me. I owe you an apology for dragging you into this.
Babe, please. I am in this with you. As long as you're willing to fight, I'll help you do anything you want. That crap piece of shit Nathan deserves this. And not only that, I'm planning to turn you into an international supermodel.
International supermodel? Emma couldn't believe her ears. She remembered the time when she entered the industry as a young, ambitious model, hoping to touch all the heights of success. But blinded by Nathan's love, she had put her dreams on hold and prioritized Nathan's ambitions. This time, she was back with a bang and wanted to get back to Nathan and Amber for what they did to her. Just before the press conference, Nathan surprised Emma by taking her for a fancy lunch at the most expensive restaurant in the city. He even ordered a gorgeous arrangement of red roses for the table. As she looked at Nathan's efforts to please her, memories of their first date flashed in front of her eyes. For a moment, her heart softened as she wished she could have the old Nathan back. But her tenderness turned to ice when...
See? I ordered your favorite steak.
Emma's heart sank. She couldn't believe that after 5 years of dating, Nathan still didn't know her favorite dish. It was so disappointing. I sacrificed 3 years of my precious career for this idiot.
What's wrong, honey? Aren't you tempted to have your favorite dish? I'm sure your mouth is watering.
Emma wanted to snap at him, but when a delightful aroma reached her nose, her anger melted away. She turned to see a chef approaching with a delicious-looking meal.
Miss Miller, on behalf of the Fredericks restaurant, heartiest congratulations on your marriage. Please, allow me the pleasure to present your favorite dish, filet mignon.
Emma's face lit up at the sight of her favorite dish. Oh, thank you so much, Chef. I am so glad that you remembered what I like, unlike some other people. But I would like to inform you that we are not married yet.
Wait, is this really your favorite dish?
Before Emma could reply, Nathan's phone rang.
Don't worry, she'll be there on time. Emma, let's eat. We don't have time. We need to get back to the office and discuss the script. Amber and I can't afford any mistakes this time.
Inside, Emma felt like exploding at Nathan, but she kept her composure. While they were having lunch, a question popped up in Emma's mind. This is my first time at this expensive restaurant. How did the chef know my favorite dish? Nathan hasn't even publicly announced our wedding. Then why did the chef congratulate me for the wedding? What is going on? Who ordered that dish? As Emma sat in suspense trying to solve this mystery, a message popped up on her phone. It was Eric. 0819? What's that? Oh, August 19th. That's the date of my wedding with Eric. Emma got the hint. The filet mignon is a surprise from Eric. The chef was referring to our wedding. Emma's heart was overwhelmed by Eric's romantic gesture. She wondered how he could organize something so thoughtful. She looked around the restaurant to spot him, but he was nowhere to be found. Yet she could feel his charismatic presence.
Emma, what are you looking at? Hurry up. We're getting late for the press conference.
Nothing. I'm not feeling that hungry. I think we should leave.
Emma, this press conference is very important for Amber. You need to focus. The Top 10 Model Award could be her big break. She's really blessed that you're helping her. Otherwise, her career could be in ruins.
Oh, don't worry, darling. I will help you both get what you deserve. Nathan was so wrapped up in his thoughts about Amber that he didn't catch the hidden meaning behind Emma's words. He was so caught up in Amber's allure that he had no idea he was falling into Emma's trap. After they finished their lunch, a swarm of reporters were waiting at the Global's office for Emma's official statement. But before Emma could open her mouth to speak, she was bombarded with accusations by the media.
Emma, your name is trending everywhere. How much did you pay for this publicity?
Emma, are you jealous of Amber's place in the spotlight?
Miss Miller, is this scandal a lifeboat to your drowning career?
Hearing the accusations, fear flushed on Emma's face. She wondered what if this plan also backfired on her like the fashion show.
Speak, Miss Miller. The audience wants to know the truth.
This is not the first time Miss Miller has behaved this way, but Global is willing to give her one last chance. I hope she has learned from her mistakes and will not repeat them in the future.
Not the first time. Nathan, you are ruthless. The creative director's words at the press conference left Emma stunned. She knew Nathan was using this to tarnish her reputation. As expected, Global's relationship with Belle M rekindled after Emma took the full responsibility for the Belle M fiasco. While Amber's popularity skyrocketed, Emma saw her reputation suffered. Emma's name was smeared with disgraceful hashtags. The impact was so brutal that even the office cleaner at Global was giving her a hard time.
Miss Miller, can you move your legs? Can't you see I'm trying to clean? Why even come to the office when you don't have a show?
The cleaner's words pierced through Emma's heart. Even though her career had hit a rock bottom for the moment, it didn't mean that an office cleaner had got the license to bully her. Nathan invited Emma into his office with the excuse of discussing the further course of action to revive her career. But Emma knew Nathan wanted to boost Amber's PR campaign for the Top 10 Model Award.
Emma, your reputation is in shreds, but I've made some arrangements so we can redeem your career. First of all, we need to improve your public image. The whole internet is against you right now. I believe you should start by visiting Amber at the hospital and show some concern for her. This will help you gain some sympathy votes and change the media's opinion about you.
I think you are absolutely right. In fact, let's take it a level up. Put on a show in front of the cameras for a few minutes, and we'll broadcast the visit live. It will be at the prime time of every news channel. Nathan was surprised by Emma's prompt agreement. He couldn't believe that Emma would readily agree to humiliate herself like this in front of the media.
Amber, Emma's on the way.
As Amber heard about the live broadcast, her eyes sparkled with a cruel gleam. Never in her wildest dream had she thought Emma would be so stupid to give her the chance to humiliate herself in front of the camera. But little did she know, Emma was an unstoppable force.
Once the cameras are on, I will ask Emma to help you wash your feet. It will be a sight to behold.
Now Emma will never be able to overshadow me. I will step over, take Nathan from her, and become the first lady of global entertainment.
While Amber was preparing to tarnish Emma's image, she already had her plan rolling. Emma couldn't help but smile. She knew she was on her way to victory, and the wishes from Eric felt even more special.
Anyone with half a brain could tell that Amber is using this as an opportunity to humiliate you.
Don't worry about that. I have made all the preparations. I'm almost there. Are you ready?
I was born ready, babe. I'm sure the public will enjoy what I have to share. Can't wait to see Amber and Nathan's faces. There's pictures and a video.
Go ahead and release the pictures, but keep the video for later.
But why?
We will wait for the right time, when they are at their worst. I will release the video and watch the pieces fall.
Looks like you are here to apologize. You will just have to wait. Amber is resting.
Emma knew who she was up against. Any sign of fear now, and Amber and her assistant would just pounce on her. It was time to show what a storm looked like. How dare you talk to me like that?
I am so sorry for Gary. He just doesn't know when to keep quiet. Nathan told me you were coming.
Emma was taken aback by Amber's unusual behavior. Maybe some sense had finally prevailed in her, or so Emma thought.
I'm so happy to help you show the world how sorry you are. We are going to film a live broadcast. Isn't that just exciting?
Emma was dumbfounded. She couldn't believe how low Amber could stoop. She was just as shameless as Nathan, or maybe even worse.
The scene is all set. The doctor will be here in a moment. You just have to wash Amber's feet and show your remorse. It's that simple.
Emma hesitated for a moment. Everyone knew that Nathan had asked her to fill in for Amber at the Belle M show. Yet they all pretended that she was at fault. Not anymore. It was time for Emma to stand up for herself. That's enough! We all know who is at fault here. If it weren't for Nathan, I never would have put up with this crap.
It's bad enough you won't apologize to me, but on the top of that, is this the way to talk to me? That's very rude, Emma.
Apologize? To you? I am never going to apologize to you, Amber. What the hell? Emma realized she had walked into a trap. Gary had been recording the whole scene and posted the video online just when she refused to apologize to Amber, with a perfect clickbait caption. Attention-seeking, disgraced model declared, "I will never apologize." And just like that, in an instant, the tide of hatred for Emma rose again, ready to come crashing down on her image. She left the room in dismay as Gary continued to record Amber's emotions.
This time, Emma really went too far. Not only did she refuse to apologize for her mistake, she had the nerve to put the blame on me and demand my apology. The world is so unfair.
This was when the war between the supermodels sparked off in public, and there were repercussions. Global announced Emma's termination. There was hate amongst the public for Emma, but Emma had other plans. She was plotting a powerful comeback.
I really feel sorry for her. It's one thing to say,
Miss Lee, sorry to interrupt, but how do you explain these photos?
what in the world are those?
Amber's world came crashing down when a collection of photos surfaced online. It clearly showed Amber and Nathan embracing and kissing passionately in Amber's hospital bed. The images sent a shockwave through Amber's mind.
That appears to be Mr. Nathan Davis with you. Care to shed more light on this?
It's all fake. A part of Emma's plan. Stop filming me and get the hell out of here.
But the damage was done. Public opinion swung a full 180 degrees already. A moment ago, she had everyone's sympathy. Now, she is just the mistress who seduced someone else's fiancé. Amber was exposed, and to her misery, Emma had the public backing for her. As the reporters left, Amber immediately called Nathan, her last resort.
What should we do, Nathan?
Do not panic. I'm working on it.
Nathan tried to be calm, but inside he was fuming. Not only was Amber's future at risk, his company Global was in trouble as well. And the worst of all, he could lose Emma forever. The stakes were high. He desperately tried to call Emma.
Come on, Emma. Pick it up. Pick up!
Emma held the phone in her hand and just watched it ring. She could imagine the state Nathan must be in, and she enjoyed it. Just then, Eric called her out, and all her uneasiness just vanished.
Emma, get in. Aren't you going to get that?
What does Emma have in mind for Nathan? How will Nathan take this humiliation? Has Amber given up? Or will she have another chance to get back at Emma?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Emma beamed and gently reached for Eric's arm, overwhelmed with gratitude for the unwavering support he'd provided in the past few days. Eric couldn't help but admire Emma's resilience. Before heading home, I want to take you somewhere. A place that is very special to me. Will you come?
Of course, my dear. And after that, we can finish what we started yesterday.
Emma felt a twinge of nervousness. She wasn't sure if she could get really intimate with Eric just yet. But she cherished his company, and her heart skipped a beat whenever their arms brushed against each other.
So, where is this special place?
The Cherry Blossom Park. Emma loved the beautiful cherry blossom trees in the park that also had her favorite restaurant. But what made it special was that Emma and Nathan met at the park frequently when they were together, or at least planned to do so. But Emma had something else on her mind. Meanwhile, Nathan immediately agreed to meet Emma. He never intended to stop seeing Emma, even though he was having an affair with Amber. Nathan arrived below Emma's favorite tree and waited. And why wouldn't he? Where would he find such a woman so easy to manipulate?
Will this make you feel better?
It's a start. Emma and Eric watched Nathan, waiting for Emma to arrive, sitting in her favorite restaurant. I want him to experience everything he made me go through.
Here's your foie gras, ma'am.
How did you know I like that?
I have my ways. Eric was impressed. He had initially underestimated her, but she was really headstrong and fierce. He Meanwhile, under the grand tree, Nathan desperately called Emma as he continued to wait, but received no response.
Pick up, Emma. I will wait for you all night if I have to.
Just then, his phone rang. But to his surprise, it was Amber. In all the chaos with Emma, he had completely forgotten about Amber.
Nathan, where are you? I am waiting for you at your house. I really need you.
I'm sorry, Amber. I'm on my way. Don't worry.
Nathan rushed to get back home to Amber. Meanwhile, at Emma's house, Emma and Eric were packing Emma's belongings.
What's this?
It's a photo of me receiving my modeling trophy. Pretty, isn't it? Eric's respect for Emma deepened even more. He realized that had she not slowed down, she would have become an international icon by now. I am ready. Let's leave all the memories behind. Eric put the photo frame away and took Emma into his arms. He pulled her close to his chest and kissed her passionately.
Have I helped you make some better memories here?
Emma was surprised at first, but soon she had her hands all over him as they continued to kiss each other passionately. Back at Nathan's house, Nathan rushed to find Amber standing pitifully on one foot outside his house. He couldn't help but feel sorry for her. He immediately embraced and reassured her.
I am going to be destroyed, Nathan. These photos are all over the internet.
Nathan had already ordered his staff to release a statement that the leaked pictures were misleading.
I won't let you be destroyed, and I won't let my company, Global, be destroyed. I have everything planned out.
You are all I have, Nathan. Don't leave me. And our baby. Nathan! You're all I have. Please don't leave me and the baby.
Don't worry, darling. I won't let anyone harm you or tarnish Global's reputation.
Desperate to save Amber's career and Global's future, Nathan immediately ordered his PR team to release a press statement labeling his and Amber's viral pictures as misleading attempts of the rival companies to tarnish his reputation. Over the next 3 days, he contacted everyone he could think of to clean up Amber's image and cast blame on Emma. He even asked a few social media influencers to post glowing reviews of his company and paid crazy money to the media to print glorifying articles about Amber's modeling career.
Darling, I promise the public will soon forget this scandal and you'll be back to work in no time. I've taken care of everything.
Oh, honey, I knew you would do everything to protect me and our child.
Nathan's goal was to strengthen Amber's chances to win the Top 10 Model Award.
Once you get that award, I will send you and our child to a new country, away from the prying eyes of the public and the paparazzi.
Nathan knew that once Amber became a top model, she'd be a valuable asset to Global Entertainment. Meanwhile, Lisa arrived outside Emma's house with breaking news. Nathan's strong PR campaign to protect Amber had triggered a public backlash against Emma. After reading the press release, Lisa was worried for Emma and wanted to plan their next move. But she was surprised to find Emma missing.
Where did she go? I hope Nathan has not taken any extreme step.
She immediately dialed Emma, hoping for the best but fearing the worst.
Hey, Lisa.
Thank God, Emma. Are you all right? Where are you?
I am fine. Sorry, I haven't had the chance to tell you. I moved.
Where did you move to? Is it because of Nathan's PR? Does he know where you are?
Before Emma could reply, Eric, clad only in a towel, walked into the bathroom, not realizing Emma was on the phone.
Is it bath time yet?
A wave of worry and disbelief flashed on Lisa's face as she heard that unrecognized voice.
Emma, who is that? Are you safe? Is someone taking advantage of your situation? Tell me where you are, and I am coming to get you right now.
Not knowing how to break her news of marriage to Lisa, Emma turned to Eric for help.
My manager seems to think I need help. I would like to talk with her in person before she misunderstands anything and takes any wrong step.
Do you trust her completely?
After you, she is my most trusted person in the world.
Hearing that, a romantic smile curled up on Eric's face.
Then let me send someone to pick her up.
Lisa, I am sending a car for you.
Lisa paced back and forth in anxiety. Dreadful thoughts were popping up in her mind.
What's going on? Did Emma willingly leave with another man? Is he someone from the entertainment industry? Does she realize the consequences of these flings? What if Nathan or Amber finds out?
Just then, a limousine pulled up right in front of her eyes. Luke, Eric's assistant, called out to her.
Miss Lisa, please get in the car. I'm here to take you to see Emma.
Lisa's eyes went wide in wonder as she looked at the lavish limousine.
Emma has sent a limousine for me? What big fish did she get a hold of last night?
But soon, her wonder turned to anger and worry.
I hope Emma's all right. If Emma has even one scratch on her body, I will do some serious physical harm to you and your boss.
Let's not talk about who is going to hurt who. Please, get in the car. Emma is waiting for you.
Lisa kept staring at Luke with an intimidating face throughout the ride. But as the car approached one of the most expensive streets in Tribeca, Lisa's eyes went wide in disbelief.
Who the hell is your boss?
You will find out soon.
As the car entered the magnificent mansion, Lisa's worry multiplied. She realized she needed to be extra careful because whoever lived here must possess a lot of power to go along with their money. Luke escorted Lisa to Emma. She remained quiet as the elevator opened up to a grand living room where Emma was waiting on the gorgeous sofa and looked as stunning as the Manhattan view behind her.
Emma, what's going on? How did you land in this giant mansion? What's happening? Do you even have a new boyfriend?
Before Emma could respond, Eric entered the room, flashing his charming smile.
Hello, Lisa.
Eric Roberts? Oh, the CEO of Kaleidoscope. Emma, this can't be true.
Lisa couldn't believe her eyes. She stood frozen in disbelief. Her best friend was in the house of Eric Roberts.
Emma, pinch me. I want to know if I'm dreaming. Are you married to Eric Roberts, the CEO of Kaleidoscope? Am I hallucinating?
You're not hallucinating, Lisa. It's really him, my new husband. Lisa jumped up in excitement and hugged Emma. She was pulsating with happiness.
Emma, this is the best decision of your life. Oh, when Nathan finds out, it will be crazy. I can't wait to watch his rotten face when he hears this.
Lisa, you need to calm down. I'm not planning to announce my relationship with Eric just yet.
But why? This marriage could skyrocket your career.
Exactly, that's why. I don't want people saying my success is because I'm Mrs. Eric Roberts. I don't want to be labeled as a gold digger. 3 years ago, I became a top model in New York through my own hard work. I'm confident I can do it again. Lisa was proud watching Emma's commitment to her dignity and self-respect despite being married to the city's biggest billionaire. If you're still willing to help me, then let's do this together. But if you want to move on, I won't pressure you. I understand. In fact, I'll even help you find another position at a better company.
Are you out of your mind? Of course I am with you in this. I want to manage the next international supermodel. But are you planning to stay at Global Entertainment?
What do you think? Emma's expressive eyes spoke volumes. Nathan has used me enough. Now it's payback time.
That's my girl. So what's the next move? Should we release the video?
No, let's wait for the right time. First, let's secure the spokesperson deal. Take it right out of Amber's hands. Then, when her fans are complaining, we'll release the video. Lisa was mighty impressed with this new powerful Emma. She had never imagined Emma could be such a sassy boss lady.
Ooh, I am loving this sneaky side of yours. Where was this Emma before?
The worst people sometimes bring out the best in you. It's time to show them what I got. Can you please help me edit the clips from the Belle M show and post them online?
Definitely. Leave it to me.
Emma sent Lisa home and returned to the scented bedroom. Eric had changed into a robe and was sitting on the sofa enjoying a glass of red wine. Emma couldn't help but stare at his gorgeous muscles and sculpted body. Just looking at him made Emma's heart flutter. Seeing her, even Eric felt a strong pull towards her. He reached for her and softly kissed her, his lips tasting of the full-bodied red wine.
Did you like the taste of wine on my lips? Perhaps you should try some more.
As Emma nodded with a lusty smile on her face, Eric took a deep sip of wine and kissed her gently at first, then with more and more passion. Emma had never felt such pulsating sensations before. She melted away in his strong arms and was ready to take the plunge. Eric, let's go to bed. The next morning, Emma's career was ready to soar high. Unexpectedly, Emma's straightforward responses to the media had helped her gain a huge fan following. Her new fans couldn't have enough of her, as her old videos were trending. Her performance with the Crown Star during the Belle M show had won her spectacular praise.
Sir, our fan mail is bombarded with Emma's videos. People are constantly tagging our social media handles to her photos and videos. She seems to be the talk of the town.
Seeing the crazy numbers on her secretary's tablet, Julius Taylor decided to watch the videos of Emma's performance. He was amazed by her beauty and suddenly realized that the model he had been so angry with was the perfect match for his jewelry.
Oh my god, we have made a huge mistake. Emma is a perfect match for our precious Crown Star. Amber could never pull this aura.
Julius immediately called a meeting at Belle M to discuss switching his new spokesperson.
Emma has to be the next spokesperson.
He immediately called Nathan to convey his decision.
Mr. Taylor, glad you called. You would be happy to know that Amber has almost completely recovered from her injuries and should be able to represent your company very soon.
Well, no need for that now, Nathan. Belle-Am has decided to change spokespersons. We would like Emma to step in for Amber.
Nathan was beyond shocked to hear this decision. He didn't know how to react.
But Mr. Taylor, that's not right. It's against our contract.
We haven't signed the contract yet. If you are not willing to have Emma serve as the spokesperson, we would prefer to cancel this collaboration and work with another company.
Julius Taylor's decision had put Nathan in a dilemma.
I'm impressed, Emma. You did well.
Coming from you, this makes me happier than anything else, Eric.
Emma felt elated with Eric's praise, but underneath, a bittersweet feeling lingered. Despite securing the contract, she knew her rival model Amber wouldn't let it slip away easily. Meanwhile, the previous night, unaware of Emma's triumph, Amber spent the night with Nathan, ensuring he wouldn't contact Emma. But the next morning...
I am sorry, but Belle-Am personally told Nathan to make Emma the spokesperson over you.
They cannot do this to me! Belle-Am already chose me! No way, I have to speak to Nathan.
Back at the global office, Nathan knew he couldn't lose the deal for his company, but he wasn't sure how to handle Amber. Just then, Amber barged in.
Nathan, what's going on?
Amber, it was beyond my control, but I promised you to get a better deal.
You know Julius Taylor's sister was on that panel. How could you just hand it over to Emma? Why is she trying to take everything from me? Ugh, she already stole you from me. If I lose the deal, Nathan, I will not leave the country with you and have our child.
I'm on your side, Amber. We need to stick with our plan.
Then change Emma's mind. Anyway, she is marrying you.
Nathan was in a fix. He really wanted Amber to go through his plan.
Emma, where were you? Don't you know that I was looking for you all night?
Looked for me? I can see that.
Emma, it was all a misunderstanding. I've already released a statement.
It isn't just a misunderstanding between Amber and I.
The contract was always meant to be mine.
Nathan stepped in and tried to defuse the situation.
I want you to turn down this deal, Emma. You know how important this deal is for Amber and Global. You, anyway, don't need this kind of exposure anymore.
If I hadn't got injured, you wouldn't be standing here in the first place. You just stepped in for me, but as you can see, I have almost recovered.
Emma couldn't help but break a laugh at the irony of it all.
What's wrong with you? Don't you love me? If you do, don't take this deal.
Call Belle-Am and tell them, Nathan, that Emma is too busy planning her wedding and can't take up the deal.
To their shock, as soon as Nathan picked up the phone, Emma stopped him. You are too late.
Too late? What the hell do you mean?
Amber and Nathan's jaws dropped when Emma broke the devastating news. They could never imagine Emma could play her cards really well.
I can't believe you accepted the deal without asking me, Emma. Why do you want to snatch Amber's deal?
Emma was taken aback. After all, she had taken the deal for Nathan's sake, for his company Global Pictures' reputation. But watching Nathan take a loss for Amber, then have Emma be the spokesperson, made her speak up. You know, Nathan, I never believed the rumors about you and Amber. But now I am sure you two have something going on after all.
Of course not. I cannot believe you said that.
Nathan denied it immediately, but Emma could see through his lies and bought none of it. What do you mean I took the deal from Amber? Amber was getting restless watching Emma stand up for herself.
I didn't take a dime from you. You were the one to step out of the limelight, Emma.
Fine. Emma had enough of this constant business politics from Nathan and Amber. She decided to play it on her own terms. I am ready to step down. Only if you both can persuade Belle-Am to change their mind. This put Nathan in a difficult position. On one hand, he knew Emma was fuming as she went behind his back to make the deal. On the other hand, he made a promise to Amber to give her the deal. Either way, he was losing the contract for his company.
Enough! I've made my decision. Since Emma has already agreed upon the deal, we will go ahead with her. Send in Lisa on your way out.
Nathan's decision might have favored Emma, but it didn't bode well with Amber. Her anger boiled up inside her. She was determined to crush Emma's dreams. And she had a plan.
Let's stir up the fan sympathy, Gary. Let everyone know how Emma stole our deal.
On her way out, Emma found Lisa in her office and sent her to Nathan. Don't be nervous. Lisa was not going to hold back. She went in with a fierce expression on her face. But as soon as she entered, Nathan thrust a pile of papers on Lisa's face.
Lisa, I'm terminating your agreement. You need to leave immediately.
Leave? With all the work you have let Amber steal from Emma? I never got my dues. If anyone should be worried about breach of contract, it's you. We can always take this to court, but you will just make your situation worse by losing your brand's trust.
What do you want?
I will leave you and your company for good, only if you will let all this drop and just leave me alone.
Nathan glared at her angrily, fuming inside, but soon realized that he had no choice but to accept it.
Fine, I don't want to see you again.
Let me warn you, Nathan. You are going to pay for the way you have treated Emma.
Saying that, Lisa walked out of the door, and Nathan was left with his failed plan and the worthless paperwork that came with it. He left his office fuming, but what he saw just added salt to his wounds.
You? What are you doing here?
He ran straight into Emma and Lisa celebrating. Little did Nathan know that Lisa and Emma worked together to plan against Nathan. Lisa is my assistant, as my contract allows me to hire one. Nathan was furious as he realized what just happened. He pulled Emma aside.
Are you doing this to spite me? We're getting married, for God's sake.
Not everything is about you, Nathan. Lisa is more thoughtful than you, and I trust her. I have always taken the blame for you and Amber, but for what? Not anymore. Nathan knew what he had to do as a last resort now. Emma had succumbed to his pressure before, and he was sure it would work this time.
If that's your way, then maybe we should call off our wedding.
You don't want to get married anymore? Emma was shocked to find Nathan walking out on their wedding when she didn't resort to his blackmail. Nathan was sure he had Emma right where he wanted, but he was in for a shock this time. Emma was a changed woman. Okay, we won't. Nathan was stunned into silence. He could not believe that Emma could care less about him and their wedding. He grabbed Emma by the shoulder and almost pleaded.
Don't you love me anymore?
Ask that to yourself, Nathan. Do you love me? Emma held her ground confidently. She was also mindful of her promise she made to Eric, her now secret husband, of not getting close to another man, and she kept it as she slipped out of Nathan's grasp carefully.
How can you even question my love?
Nathan knew he never had any real feelings for Emma, but this was not the right time to give up his hold over her.
Of course I want to marry you, but you have to understand the situation I'm in. It hasn't been easy with Amber and her awards show. All I wish is for you to be a little more considerate.
This is who I am now, Nathan. If we are going to get married, then you will have to get used to me. Emma kept her composure as she stormed out. Meanwhile, Nathan just couldn't figure out why Emma's attitude had changed so drastically.
I will deal with you later, Emma. But first, I need to smooth things over with Amber.
Emma felt great after putting it up against Nathan, as she decided to hurry home to see Eric. The very thought of her embracing Eric made her heart skip a beat.
Heading home now? Tomorrow we are signing the Billionaire contract and then straight out of town for a commercial shoot.
Thank you, Lisa. You have been a pillar to my success. I want you to move into my old apartment, rent-free. And don't worry about Nathan. I will take care of him. Upon reaching Eric's place, Emma was disappointed. Eric wasn't there, so she decided to surprise Eric. Please take the day off. I want to cook for Eric tonight. Later that night, Eric came home to the smell of delicious food from the kitchen. To his surprise, he saw Emma standing by the stove. He couldn't stop and admire the woman he loved. As he admired her long, slender legs, he quietly hugged her from behind and kissed her on the back of her neck.
Surprise, surprise.
Eric, oh my God, be careful. Don't you want to eat?
Maybe later. But right now, I want to nibble on you.
I need to finish cooking, Eric.
Let me help you then. Let's cook together.
Wait, the CEO of Kaleidoscope, Mr. Eric Roberts, can cook?
Only this one time. Even for you, I don't want you to put in such work every day.
Eric and Emma continued to play along while preparing dinner together. To Emma's surprise, Eric turned out to be quite a cook. I'm heading to Seattle tomorrow for a shoot. I won't be here tomorrow night.
Have you signed the contract with Billionaire?
I will sign it tomorrow and head out right after. I will need some time, but I know I can make you proud.
You cannot make me any more proud. I can already see you up there at the dizzying heights of the industry.
Meanwhile, Nathan went back home to find the floor covered in shards of broken crockery, and Amber was holding a vase ready to hurl it down.
I know you are upset, babe, but it's not good for you and the baby.
You just stood there, Nathan, and let Emma steal the deal from me, and you want me to not be upset?
The mere thought of Emma signing the contract and Nathan supporting her became unbearable, and all her wrath fell upon the house. She hurled plates, cups, bowls to the ground as hard as she could.
Nothing is going to come out of the Bel-Am contract for her. I'm working on even a bigger deal for you.
She's held on to you for so many years, too. I cannot let her have you.
Yes, but you have to stop hurting yourself.
And don't worry about Emma. As we speak, Gary is already taking care of it. Tomorrow, Emma is going to find that she shouldn't have messed with me.
May I come in?
Of course, Lisa.
This place is spectacular. Your husband has an excellent taste.
Thank you for that. Feel free to explore the place, but I am going to steal Emma for a moment.
Lisa stepped out, still in awe of the house. Meanwhile, Eric caught his breath looking at Emma. She looked as elegant as a lily in that dress, and Eric just couldn't get his eyes off her. Is everything okay?
I'm afraid not. I am struggling to get my eyes off you.
Eric, I can't be late for the Bel-Am ceremony.
I will be watching.
They walked out of the room holding hands. Lisa couldn't help but gush over the sight of the beautiful couple. Emma and Lisa headed to the signing as planned. Lisa took her through the itinerary for the day that was meticulously planned by the hour. Emma was impressed. You are always on top of things, Lisa. I don't know what I'd do without you.
It's my job, Emma. But one more thing. You have to be careful at the airport. It's Amber.
Amber? What is she up to now?
She has arranged for her fans to stop you from flying to the shoot. They will try to embarrass you at the airport and pretend to be random passengers talking bad of you. Ugh, it's so childish.
I can't believe a grown woman can resort to such tactics. How do you know this?
Let's just say I have eyes all over. We will play along and at the right time strike back.
Emma liked Lisa's confidence and was sure Lisa could stir up people to cause trouble. Just then, the reporters stormed in. Cameras were set for the live broadcast of the grand ceremony.
Emma, you disappeared after your apology and then snatched Amber's contract. How did you do it?
Is Amber accusing you of stealing her deal?
Emma, what's your comeback move going to be?
Emma walked past the swarm of reporters. She refused to respond to any of them and just smiled graciously.
Nathan has sent his regrets. He is really tied up elsewhere.
Of course, Emma knew the real reason behind Nathan's absence.
The event will start now.
Meanwhile, at Kaleidoscope's office, Eric watched the whole live stream just in awe of Emma. She was just impossible to ignore with her poise and beautiful looks. As soon as the stream ended,
Get the bodyguards to Emma as soon as possible. I want her protected by all means until she gets on that plane.
even though the ceremony was a smooth sail, Eric was aware of the rough seas that lied between the ceremony and the plane. He couldn't take any chances. Back at the ceremony hotel, Emma was over the moon after taking a huge stride in her career. As they approached the airport, Lisa's nervousness was more and more evident.
I will try my best, Emma, to protect you. Make sure you are on your guard.
I've got this, Lisa. Don't worry. They finally arrived at the airport. It was all normal as they got out of the car. Just when they thought they had made it safe, something bizarre happened. Emma could never imagine Amber could stoop so low. Emma was in danger, and there was no way out of this mess as she was surrounded by creepy people. Who were these creepy people?
Why did you throw our flowers on the floor? We were just trying to show our love for you. Don't get intoxicated by the overnight fame.
I am sorry. I didn't intend to hurt your feelings.
You were such a snob. You did that on purpose.
Amber Lee is way nicer than you. She loves getting gifts and she always appreciates her fans. You think getting one deal means you're replacing her?
As the agitated crowd started multiplying, they grew closer and closer to Emma intimidatingly, cutting out all her roots. They all started chanting,
"Give Amber's contract back! Give her contract back!"
The group got louder and louder. The more the group shouted at Emma, the more the onlookers started to think that Emma really had wronged Amber. But instead of cowering, Emma took off her sunglasses and faced the crowd with a strong and positive mindset. I'll answer your questions, but will you answer mine first? Her calm voice cut through the chanting. You guys are accusing me of disrespecting my fans, but are you really my fans? If so, tell me, what year did I make my debut? And what was my most prestigious award? Silence enveloped the crowd. Clearly, Amber hadn't prepared them for that.
None of that matters. You threw our gifts on the ground. You rejected us.
First of all, you know that I didn't throw the flowers on the ground. Secondly, I apologize right away for dropping them. I'm sure everyone heard. And if someone still has any speculation, they can check the airport security footage. Emma's straightforward attitude impressed the casual onlookers who were starting to wonder why these fans were causing such a fuss over a bunch of dropped flowers. Amber's fans were now on the verge of panicking.
Fine, I accept. I am Amber's fan, not yours, but you are too small to be even compared to her.
Seeing the crowd go violent, Eric's bodyguards stepped in. They pushed the crowd back. Lisa stood as a wall between the crowd and Emma.
Emma, this place is not safe for you. You leave. I will be right behind you.
The hostile group linked their hands to form a human barrier, preventing Emma from moving into the airport.
Don't even think about getting on the plane without ripping up that contract. It belongs to Amber.
Finally, the airport security and the police, with the help of Eric's bodyguards, managed to start dispersing the crowd. Emma was escorted away to a safe area.
Emma, my phone is exploding with notifications. Amber's PR team is flooding social media with the fake news that you stole her contract.
Then what are you waiting for? It's time to release the video. There you go, Nathan. Let's see if you can save Amber this time. This is just the taste, Emma. The worst is yet to come.
After this incident, Emma will be finished. I'm sure you'll be flooded with better offers.
Just then, Nathan walked in holding a contract.
Quick, my top 10 model, I have a big offer here for you.
Hearing those words, Amber jumped up in excitement. Beaming with confidence, she followed Nathan into the conference room, where he addressed the whole group.
Although Amber lost the contract with Belle Am, I have now secured a deal for her with an international cosmetics brand. She really is global entertainment's most precious gem.
But sir, what about Emma?
If anyone asks for her, tell them that she's getting married and won't be taking any more jobs.
Those words were music to Amber's ears. Her smile grew larger and her gaze locked with Nathan in affection.
Oh look, it's our new client, Mr. Blair.
As Nathan picked up the call, the smile vanished from his face.
But Mr. Blair, why would you cancel the contract all of a sudden?
After watching that video of you and Amber, our brand doesn't want to be associated with the two of you.
Video? What video?
Everyone in the room took out their phones to find out about the video. What was in that video that Nathan lost such a big client for Amber?
I never thought Amber would be so cheap. We must have been blind to idolize her.
Correct. Even when the police were breaking us up, I overheard her telling them not to hurt us.
The online community was in an uproar. Amber's official fan club had become a leaderless army. The video affected Amber's career severely as a number of companies who had featured her in marketing campaigns took down the ads and started the process to cancel her contracts.
I am finished. My career is ruined forever.
Amber, you need to calm down, please. At least think about the baby. It's your last hope.
What do you mean?
This child is your key to revenge. Remember, the pregnancy means you have a hold over Nathan. You may have to stop modeling for now, but he'll eventually have to break off his engagement with Emma and marry you. Just think of all the power you'll have as the wife of Global's CEO.
Amber realized the truth in Gary's words. Even if Emma was making a comeback now, she still had an upper hand in the long run since she was pregnant with Nathan's child. As Emma's plane landed, she received a video call from Eric.
Congratulations on your victorious battle.
You don't need to congratulate me every time I make a move.
I know, but at least it gives me an excuse to give you a call.
Too bad I can't come home tonight.
If you tell me that you miss me, a miracle might happen.
Emma's heart fluttered as she read through the lines. You don't need a miracle for me to tell you that I miss you. Lisa and Emma headed straight to the studio for the photo shoot. The photographer, Scott Young, was busy clicking the other models when his gaze went to Emma and a worry flashed on his face.
Oh God, who the hell did Belle Am send to me? Emma? Seriously, she has an expressionless face. Gosh, and that low-key outfit? What am I gonna do with her?
Emma changed into a simple low-cut black dress for the shoot. She totally exuded sexiness, and Scott couldn't ignore it. Even the other models were in awe of her perfect proportions and her refined silhouette.
I wish I had those long, beautiful legs.
Despite her elegance and grace, Emma's expression seemed blank.
Emma, the photos we're taking need to feel fierce. I want you to imagine you're a wild cat out at night, prowling through your domain. Do you understand?
Got it. I am ready. Scott wasn't convinced, but they were running out of time.
Come on, everyone, let's roll. We will begin with some solo shots first.
The models were called up one by one to pose in front of the screen. Each one was professional and efficient. Scott was easily getting exactly what he desired. Now, the pressure was on Emma. If she wasn't up to delivering what she needed to, the whole shoot would be ruined.
Emma, you're up next.
When her name was called, Emma walked in front of the screen wearing the bracelet from Belle Am's Charming Night collection. Even though the bracelet was glowing, Emma's long, elegant neck seemed to amplify its beauty multifold.
Let's just try a few test shots to make sure you've got it.
I've got it. Let's just do it. Emma's confidence annoyed and aggravated Scott. He thought she was just pretending to understand, and he hated when models did that. He was starting to worry that this shoot would turn into a joke.
Are you sure? Once I start, you won't get a second chance.
That's fine. Let's begin. Emma sounded overconfident to the other models, who firmly believed that she was making a big mistake.
She's taking a huge risk.
Scott is going to blast at her if she doesn't get it right.
All right, let's go.
Emma was a bit nervous, but she didn't show it. This was her make or break moment. Scott couldn't stop chuckling. He was sure this would turn disastrous.
Oh, her moves are magical.
She and the bracelet mesh together so perfectly, like it's her body part and not an accessory. I am so jealous of her.
The shoot went incredible. Not just the models, but even Scott was left speechless by Emma's beautiful expressions and spellbinding presence. Even the popular designer Julius Taylor was mighty impressed watching Emma's powerful moves that escalated the beauty of his bracelet.
Choosing her over Amber Lee is the best decision of my life.
When the shoot was finally over, Emma removed her makeup and changed into her own clothes. Lisa hurried over to her with her buzzing phone.
Emma, it's Nathan. Do you want to talk to him or should I hang up?
Emma's gaze just darkened, but she took the phone from Lisa.
Hello.
Emma, have you heard any news?
Emma could sense the dreadful panic hidden behind Nathan's enthusiasm. She decided to play along.
Why? What happened?
Oh, it's nothing. Listen, I was thinking, how about I fly out to Seattle tomorrow? We can apply for a wedding license there and have the ceremony in a couple of days. The scenery is beautiful, and the whole feel of the city is great. We could even extend our stay to a long vacation. It could be our honeymoon.
Nathan heaved a sigh of relief on learning that she wasn't aware of the video. Nathan was aware of Emma's family inheritance. Her family owned a multi-million perfume empire. He also knew that her family didn't like him at all. He wanted to make sure they got married before she saw the damaging video. Once she realized that he and Amber had been intimate, she was sure to call off the wedding. After learning what's going on between you and Amber, I don't think getting married to you would be a sensible idea for me. Nathan was shocked to learn that Emma already knew about him and Amber.
Emma, you know there's really nothing going on between Amber and me. I already explained what happened in those photos.
And what about the video? What justification do you have for the video?
How do you know about the video?
I'm in Seattle, Nathan. The internet is buzzing with the news. Did you think you could fool me?
Emma, please. Trust me. We've been together for so many years. Don't you know that you're the only one I love?
Hearing the desperation in Nathan's voice, a triumphant grin curled up on Emma's face. She knew Nathan was trapped in her web, and now it was time to play her trump card. Then let's put it this way, Nathan. One of us has to leave Global. It's either Amber or me. Decision is yours. Emma's words had put Nathan in a dilemma. Amber was the woman he genuinely loved, plus she was pregnant with his child. But Emma had the means to make him a very happy man down the road. He was in a tight spot.
Emma, you've always been so supportive. Why are you pressuring me now?
If you feel like I'm pressuring you, feel free to go look for Amber. I'm sure she'll be very understanding. A million calculations ran in Nathan's mind. He came up with the conclusion that maybe he should give up Amber. After all, he was the reason behind her success. She could never promise a shining future for him.
It's you. I choose you. Give me some time to speak to Amber. I'll come out to meet you and then we'll get married right away.
I will be waiting. As Emma hung up the phone, Lisa noticed a scornful look on her face.
What's running in your mind? What are you up to?
Just wait and watch. Emma stormed out. All she wanted to do was meet her secret husband, Eric. He was cooking delicious steak for her. As she hugged him from behind, he turned to kiss her. Eric, Nathan called me today and said he wanted to marry me immediately.
Oh, so are you thinking of marrying him then?
How could you even ask that? I admit I was lost once, but now
I know exactly where I'm going. My destination is you.
Eric grabbed Emma's waist and pulled her close, feeling her soft breath looking straight into her romantic eyes passionately.
I want you to get to know me, and be sure you want to spend the rest of your life with me. When we're both certain we want to be together, that's when we'll truly belong to each other. I have endless options. I can have whatever I want. The only thing I've never been able to find before is a partner with a pure heart.
Then we both share the same goal.
Eric leaned over and gave Emma a passionate kiss. A kiss so fiery that it made all her worries melt away. That night, wrapped in his arms, she slept more soundly than she ever had before. On the other hand, Nathan was restless as Emma's request had put him in an impossible predicament. When he opened the door to see Amber waiting for him on the couch, his heart sank.
Nathan, what should I do? Does this mean I can't be a model anymore?
Amber, I was thinking it would be better if you go overseas for a while to take care of your pregnancy. You can come back after the baby's born, and when you do, I promise, I'll do what I've done before. I'll make you famous again.
Unfortunately for Nathan, Amber was not as naive as he had thought.
You're asking me to leave the country? Are you trying to get rid of me? Emma would be stupid enough to fall for your sweet words, but I'm not. Don't forget, I'm still carrying your child. Plus, I know your dark secrets. Do you really think you can play with fire?
That's not what I meant.
Think carefully, Nathan. Who do you want to spend the rest of your life with? Do you love Emma?
Of course not. I love you, only you. But Emma has given me an ultimatum. If you don't leave Global Pictures, she won't marry me. And seeing the current situation of the Global, I can't afford to miss out on the Miller fortune.
Even if you do marry her, you aren't guaranteed the Miller fortune. Her family has broken all ties with her. Thanks to her relationship with you, they will never accept you. Do you really want to pin all your hopes on her, only to end up with nothing?
Nathan knew Amber was speaking the truth, but he was still in two minds.
Stay with me, Nathan. Then at least we'll have each other and our child. The three of us can build a future together. Isn't that what you want?
Amber, I don't know what to say. Please.
Nathan, tell me the truth. Do you want me or do you want Emma? But before answering, remember, I'll go straight to the abortion clinic. So choose your answer carefully.
Nathan stood in utter silence. His mind was a storm with so many questions. But with each passing second, Amber's fear of losing him was multiplying. So she decided to take the action and immediately call Gary.
Gary, I want you to book me a doctor's appointment right away. I want an abortion.
Before she could complete, Nathan immediately swiped the phone out of her hands.
Don't be so cruel. Did I say I was leaving you?
Does that mean you're choosing me after all?
How could I let you go? You're the only woman I love, and the mother of my child.
Amber hugged him tightly as tears of joy began to stream down her face.
I knew you loved me. You've always treated me better than her.
But what about Emma now? Global can't survive without her right now.
Don't worry. I have a plan. This time Emma won't make it. She is going to regret this. I'm gonna show her what hell looks like.
Amber looked determined and fierce. She was determined to crush Emma, and this time she was gonna play dirty.
Is there someone else in there with you?
No. Lisa was infuriated that Emma was cheating on Eric. She couldn't afford Emma to mess up yet again after Nathan. She began to push the door open with all her might, trying to barge in. Just then, Eric put out his hand and stopped her.
Good morning, Lisa.
Oh, Mr. Roberts, it's you.
Lisa was stunned by the sight of Eric's tall physique towering over the two women at the doorway. Eric was convinced that with Lisa around, Emma is in very safe hands. He gave her an approving nod and headed in for a shower.
Emma, why didn't you tell me? I made a complete fool out of myself.
He gave me a surprise visit last night.
That is so romantic. For a busy CEO like him to come all this way for you, your luck has really changed. To think about that jerk you wasted time on.
When are we heading for the shoot? Emma was excited, as Eric had come all the way to watch Emma perform after the unforgettable show at the Brooklyn City Center. The three of them reached the shoot location. Eric stayed behind in the car while Emma went in to get dressed. After a while, Emma stepped out in a light blue, elegant dress. She looked perfect with her elegant body and her slender legs that went on forever. It was a breathtaking sight.
Welcome, Emma. You are looking mesmerizing.
After the last shoot, Scott was so impressed with Emma that he dropped all the other models and decided to go ahead with just Emma and another male model.
Today's shoot involves a bride. That's you, chasing her runaway groom. We're going to need a lot of emotional shifts from you today for the right impact. Are you up for it?
No problem. Emma was running on such a high confidence that she declined the practice run-through and went straight into the filming. Scott completely trusted her after Emma pulled off an epic show last night.
Let's roll the cameras.
As soon as the filming started, Emma completely transformed into her role of an abandoned bride looking helplessly. She smoothly shifted her emotions from helpless to sad to exhaustion and finally, desperation. Eric couldn't believe he had found such a gem in Emma. If only she had never stepped back 3 years back, the sky was the limit for her, he wondered.
If you're interested in working for a company that actually knows how to build your career, feel free to give me a call.
Emma politely declined his offer as she needed to clear things first. As she was heading back to her car, Lisa came in running, holding the phone.
Someone named Ashley, claiming to be Nathan's manager, is on hold. They want you to fly back home for their event.
Emma was not ready to work for Nathan and Global just yet, let alone for a brand that is infamous for its persistent complaints. Emma knew Nathan's only motive was to destroy her and her reputation, and boy, was she up for it. Let's head back and talk about this.
What are you doing? You will ruin everything.
You think I didn't see this coming? Don't worry, I am well prepared. Emma was determined to face Nathan head on. But in the hindsight, she never thought Nathan could choose Amber over her and her family's fortune. But all her worries immediately vanished when her eyes met Eric's in the car.
Don't worry, I'm already doing a background check for your new manager and it's filled with dark secrets.
Emma wasn't surprised. He wasn't sitting right at the top of this industry for nothing. Eric calmed Emma down as he gently stroked her hair, making her blush through her cheeks.
Why does it look like they have been in love all their lives? These two just got married.
Lisa had goosebumps throughout as Emma and Eric held onto each other affectionately on their flight back home. But as soon as they landed, they parted ways as she and Lisa headed out of the airport.
Is that Ashley? Your new manager?
Wearing her oversized sunglasses, Ashley had an air of arrogance to her. Emma could see a sign with her name on it by Ashley's feet as she kept glancing at her wristwatch impatiently. Emma decided to ignore her and head straight out on her own.
Emma, is your flight late?
I am already reaching the office.
I was waiting for you at the airport.
I know, I saw you. I thought you were a movie star in those sunglasses. Ashley hung up the phone immediately and swore at Emma as her face flushed red with anger. Ashley was determined to work on her tainted reputation in the industry of a poor manager and make things right by accepting Amber's offer of managing Emma. Meanwhile, Emma and Lisa reached the Global office, and without wasting a second, Emma barged into Nathan's office, throwing the door wide open. I want an explanation. What's going on between you and Amber? Nathan was left bewildered as Emma slammed her hands onto his desk. He hesitated, as he always tried to change the subject, but soon began to lose his cool watching the audacity of Emma.
Emma, I've had enough of these accusations.
Not until you tell me the truth.
Fine. Amber and I are very much in love, and have always been. I want to break up with you and keep this relationship purely professional.
Nathan sounded calm and indifferent, but Emma was calmer. She looked straight back into his eyes. Now that you have put it out of the way, I guess you won't let me walk out of my contract here.
You still have 3 more years here, and from now on, you follow Ashley's orders. She is your manager now.
Emma's heart broke and her head filled with rage. She couldn't believe she wasted important years of her career with him. But as she left, do you know what happens to cheaters ultimately? They never end up happy in life, and neither will you. And I will make sure of it. Emma was now more than ever determined to crush Nathan and his company. She returned back to her office to find some solace. But just then, Ashley barged through the door.
You are my artist now. How dare you disrespect me like this? If I can take you to the top, I can also crush you to the ground, you swine.
What? What did you just say? Say it.
I said you are a pathetic swine.
As the words came out of Ashley's mouth, rage filled through Emma and she slapped hard right across her face. Don't ever talk to me like that again. Ashley was stunned into silence, trying to get back to her senses. But she was ready to fight back. Just then, Emma pulled out her phone and put it on Ashley's face. I have plenty of such photos. Ashley froze with fear as she looked at the photos of her being intimate with a famous director that could ruin her reputation in a jiffy. I am going to send this right away to all the news outlets in the country.
This can't be. These can't be real.
Ashley began to tremble as soon the gravity of the situation dawned upon her. She thought Emma was merely a pushover, but she couldn't be more wrong. She fell down on her knees and pleaded.
If you release these photos, my life is over. Please, don't do it.
You do your job and let me do mine. Don't you dare cross me again.
I know the rules now.
Before you leave, when do I need to be at the event tomorrow?
Emma, please, don't release those photos. I beg you. If you do, my life, my career, everything will be over.
Ashley, I would never hurt someone for no reason. But if you cross me again, I will make your life a living hell. From today on, just do your job and I'll do mine. Otherwise, these photos aren't the only thing you'll have coming to you. Ashley was stung by Emma's intimidating and vicious voice. Clearly, she wasn't the pushover as Amber described her.
I understand. I know the rules now.
You're a quick learner. So, when do I need to be at the event?
The 26th, next Wednesday.
Is Amber telling you to reject all my job offers?
How do you know?
That doesn't concern you. Just make a note of every offer and bookmark every email you get as an evidence. I'll be needing them next Wednesday. There was an intimidating suspense in the room as Ashley wondered what Emma was up to. If you are even half as smart as I think, you'll see that you're much better off helping me than working for Amber.
I will have everything ready for you on Wednesday.
Good. Now you can leave. And a piece of advice? Don't go around seducing any more men if you can't answer the photographs.
Did you have an argument with Nathan?
A storm of emotions was raging inside Emma, but she maintained her calm. Nathan broke up with me.
Oh, Emma, don't allow a man like that to make you feel bad, especially since you're going to make him pay for all of it.
Emma knew that Nathan wasn't going to stop tanking her career. At Amber's command, he could do even worse. I can't help it. Just take me home. As Eric arrived home, he saw Emma lying on the bed silently. Just a look at her face, and he knew that she needed a warm hug.
Cry if you want to. You will feel better.
Emma had been holding back all day, but at his words, she suddenly burst into a fountain of tears. Emma felt the wounds in her heart slowly beginning to heal. It wasn't long before she fell asleep in Eric's arms. The next morning, Emma awoke to the sound of her phone ringing.
Emma, I have big news for you, but it's not good. Emma, your fans are in an uproar. They're saying that if you appear at this event, you'll be endorsing a dishonest company. Some of them are ready to abandon you over it.
What does Amber think?
She's jumping in joy to see you suffer. This event was her idea from the start. Not only does she want to step all over you, she wants to make your life a living hell.
Time shall see whose life will be a living hell. Let's wait till next Wednesday. In the meantime, don't worry about the fans. I know how to handle them. In the coming days, the photos from Emma's recent photo shoot were leaked on the internet. In an instant, she was the hottest person online, and everyone was talking about her stunning beauty and long legs.
I must say, Emma's natural way of moving her body is far more attractive than the stiff, well-rehearsed posing other models do.
Shortly after the photos were leaked, Ashley received invites from 5 magazines in one day, each requesting Emma to appear on the cover of their next issue.
Oh my God! Does she have a magical ability that transforms every problem into opportunity? Nathan, you must see this.
When Nathan learned of the magazine invites, he started to question his plan.
Should I really be keeping Emma from working? I can't stop her from making a comeback now, that's for sure.
Seeing the doubt on Nathan's face, Amber quickly interrupted his chain of thoughts.
Didn't we already agree that she's not taking any jobs? Are you ignoring my plan?
Babe, everything I do is for you. After our viral video, we need Emma to make an appearance and say that she and I broke up a long time ago. Then we won't be the villains, just a regular couple. There's not much time left until the top 10 model awards. This is the fastest way to wipe your slate clean.
Oh, honey, only you could think of something as smart as this.
But they had no idea Ashley was on Emma's side now. Their conversation quickly reached Emma's ears.
Those two want to use you to make themselves look better. What are you going to do?
Tell them I'm turning down the magazine offer. If Nathan asks, just say I'm not feeling well.
We were already at a loss when we accepted the invitation. Now I have to turn this one down too?
Ashley was not happy with Emma's decision, but by now she had figured out that upsetting Emma would not be good for her. So she followed her orders. When Ashley told them of Emma's decision, Amber nearly went crazy.
She obviously did this on purpose.
Calm down, Amber. Ashley, tell Emma to come and see me right now.
I'm afraid she can't. She isn't feeling well.
Then tell me where she is. I'll talk to her myself.
When Ashley asked Emma for the address, Eric overheard them, his dark eyes glinting in the sunlight, and he smiled cunningly.
Give them our Tribeca address.
Are you sure? Eric's sly smile conveyed that he had a wicked plan in his mind. Will it be bad if you keep on resisting?
I can never have enough of you. I am completely addicted.
The intercom buzzed for Emma.
Go! We have all the time in the world.
Emma knew right away that with Eric's such constant support, she was finally with the right man. Meanwhile, Nathan envied Emma and regretted his missed opportunities even more as he waited at Tribeca to meet Emma. After a while, a plush new Ferrari pulled up in front of him. What are you looking at?
Emma, you have to accept the magazine's offer. You are under contract with Global, and I'm still your boss.
I can't and I won't. Nathan felt enraged by Emma's cold attitude. He never thought that Emma would be so better off without him. He decided to resort to his old tactics. Threats.
I am willing to release a statement of our breakup, but if you don't obligate your contract and do as I say, I will take you to court and put your career in jeopardy.
His threats made no difference to Emma anymore. She was resolute to destroy Nathan and Amber by all means, but she decided to play it along. There is no going back to the contract, but let me help you. You have prepared a statement regarding our relationship's ending, right? Give it to me. I will announce it myself next week.
Do you really want to clear things up?
I want to do what's right. As Nathan drove off, Emma couldn't help but smile. She could not believe Nathan's naive attempts to use her for him and Amber's relationship. The stage was set for Emma's big announcement tomorrow. Global and event organizers had released the tickets for the fans, but instead there was hatred within the online community.
How desperate is Emma to appear at this event?
Such a disgrace.
Take back your cheap product and go hide.
Upon seeing such negative comments, the mood was much lighter back at the Global Pictures office. Amber was smiling as she scrolled through her phone. She was just looking forward to Emma's downfall.
No matter how much you try, Emma, you are going to fail.
Meanwhile, Emma was already in the building to review her statement with Nathan.
Deliver exactly as it is tomorrow.
She couldn't believe how Nathan wasn't embarrassed already. On her way back, as Lisa read the script, she was angry.
He is surely trying to provoke us, Emma. This guy can go to any lengths for Amber.
What do you want me to do tomorrow, Emma?
Even after being in the industry for years, Nathan's cold-heartedness had shocked Ashley. As Emma had instructed, she had gathered all the evidence and recording against Amber. Tomorrow I will be in the spotlight and I will announce my official comeback. Can I trust you, Ashley, just like Lisa?
I've seen it all in this industry, and I can't be more sure of being right by your side, Emma.
Then go ahead and see the evidence to the biggest media companies. Nathan and Amber are never going to know what hit them. Ashley's heart beat faster upon listening to Emma's intent. After seeing through the betrayal and humiliation that Emma went through, she couldn't wait for her to get back at them. Meanwhile, as Emma reached back home, she found Eric sleeping on the sofa, bringing a smile to her face. Why aren't you sleeping inside?
I'm just resting. By the way, I have good news. We are suing your endorsement company for fraud. The news will be out tomorrow.
Eric was aware that the client would not let Emma go that easily, so he involved the legal team as soon as possible. He knew it was a big day for Emma tomorrow. Meanwhile, Emma put his head on her lap and read him the documents. As she finished, who would have thought that after all these years, after the Star King fiasco, I would end up with you by my side, Eric?
How about you sign with me? With Kaleidoscope?
I don't think I am that special enough yet. Eric laughed it off as he knew Emma didn't understand the gravity of the offer. He wanted to manage Emma in the industry himself, but he decided to leave the surprise for later.
Don't underestimate yourself. You are much better than that.
I am ready, Eric. I am ready to take things further with you. Eric and Emma shared a passionate moment of love.
You should get ready for bed. Tomorrow is an important day for you.
Emma knew Eric was right, and thanks to him, she was sleeping well lately. The next morning, Emma reached the event with Ashley and Lisa by her side. To their surprise, Nathan was already there. Emma knew that he was not there to show his support for her.
Please stick to the script, Emma. I know this is hard on you, but Amber is innocent.
And I am not? I gave up years of my life for you, Nathan, but you were just an ungrateful dog.
Watch it! I never asked you to sacrifice anything. You did it willingly.
Just as Emma was going to speak her mind, the makeup artist came in for final touch-ups. Emma immediately got up and asked Nathan to leave. Emma calmed herself and got ready for the event. As Nathan left the room, he crossed paths with Amber entering the room.
Keep an eye on her.
I will. Emma, you're up next.
And don't worry, we are here for you.
The stage was set for Emma to take the fashion industry by storm. She wore a shimmery silver dress with a plunging neckline as she made her way onto the stage.
Put your hands together for our special guest, Miss Emma Miller.
It had been a long time since Emma was in the spotlight in front of an audience. She took a moment to soak it all in. Hello, everyone. The crowd didn't stop applauding, and thousands were watching the show at home. Little did they know that Emma was not there to endorse the cheap brand, but to do something totally unexpected.
Emma, we are grateful that you are here to support this cosmetics brand. Could you please tell us why you like their products so much?
Emma took a deep breath and glanced at Ashley and Lisa. She made sure the whole of America was watching. I have never heard of this brand before. The customers have rejected their products and I support them. I have never used their products and never will. I want to thank my audience for their attention and support. I may lose my position in the industry, but I will never let go of my principles. I'm going to make a comeback. And how? Emma had almost finished before anyone could realize and act upon it. She dropped the microphone and walked off in front of the stunned MC.
Oh my god, what did she just say? I have to listen to it again.
That's a major slap on the face of the brand.
We can't think of anyone else to tear apart the agency at a live event.
I love you, Emma!
The online community erupted in an uproar. In an instant, all her hateful comments were buried under as the fans now cheered, pouring her with love and support. But two people were not happy. Nathan and the brand's representative, Joe Connors.
How dare you, Emma! You better get back out there and apologize, or I will make you regret your very existence.
Joe looked right into Emma's eyes as he meant every word he said. Emma looked right back at Joe and... I think it's too late for that. You know what they say about shooted arrows and spoken words. You just cannot take them back.
If you don't clear the mess you have just created out there, I assure you, we will take extreme measures.
Even if I do apologize, who would then apologize to your customers? Joe was fuming with anger. He summoned a security guard and sent him towards Emma, but Lisa and Ashley were quick on their feet and stood in the way immediately.
What do you think you are doing?
Meanwhile, watching the scene unfold was Nathan. He was worried, and his pale face couldn't hide it. He wasn't concerned for Emma, but for himself and his company Global that was stuck in a messy situation. He needed Emma to fix this, so he pulled her aside.
You think you are hurting me and Amber right now, but you are hurting yourself too. You will never find work again after this fiasco.
I think you were wrong, Nathan.
I don't care. You owe me and the brand an explanation. Go out there, apologize to the crowd, and clear Global's name out of this. And don't think you will get away with this. I'm going to make you pay for the damages and release a statement on your behalf.
I don't think you understand what's happening here, Nathan. I was clear enough. From today onwards, I will do what I want. And don't you worry about Global. My lawyers will be meeting you for a cup of tea today and review my contract. On the contrary, I am gonna make you pay. Nathan was stunned into silence. He couldn't believe Emma could corner him like this, yet he refused to believe Emma could change. Maybe she was weak. Maybe it's an attention-grabbing stunt. Nathan thought of everything he could to convince himself.
If you don't do as we say, you will never walk out of this door.
Emma was in a fix. Joe was serious. Lisa and Ashley were cornered by the guards, and Nathan was just happy to see her in this situation. Just then, the door flew open with a loud bang. A man stormed in a black tailored suit, black sunglasses, holding a leather briefcase.
Mr. Joe Connors?
Who are you?
My name is Reed. I am Kaleidoscope Entertainment's lawyer, and I am here to sue you.
Reed went straight up to Joe and handed him the warrant for illegally using Emma for their shoots. Joe began to tremble as if he was holding a bomb. He knew that they were being swallowed by a bigger fish that was Kaleidoscope. The mood around the room changed after the sudden turn of events. Nathan got so scared that he left the room without a second thought. Lisa and Ashley had a grin on their face, and Emma had a triumphant smile as she looked at Joe's arrogance gradually diminishing. She was aware that Eric was behind all this. It was his way of taking revenge for messing up with his wife.
Emma, we should leave.
Lisa and Ashley knew how to take advantage of such a situation and escaped the scene as soon as possible. On the way back home, Lisa was delighted to see Emma in this new and fascinating light as she scrolled through the positive comments Emma's fanbase were pouring on her.
Oh, Amber's face right now.
There is no time for all this. Are we up for phase 2 of our master plan?
Oh, yes. It's going to be amazing.
As Emma was going through the beautiful flowers, Eric entered the room after preparing the dinner. Both of them couldn't get their eyes off each other. I love these flowers, Eric. It's a wonderful surprise.
I want to do so much more for you, but you never tell me what you want.
I already have you for the rest of my life. That's the perfect gift for me. Isn't that enough?
Do you want it now?
Do you?
You know what my answer is. I am going to make you stay in bed all night long.
I don't know if I'm ready, but one thing I know for sure is to spend the rest of my life with you. Eric knew it was only a matter of time before they consummated their marriage. He wanted Emma to experience the ultimate intimacy and feel the pleasure, but he was still ready to wait for her. They lay in each other's arms after their heated embrace.
You already said yes to the secret magazine shoot, right?
Are you afraid that Amber will upstage me?
Once the trip to Mexico is finalized, send me the details.
What are you planning? Haven't we agreed that outside this house you are the CEO of Kaleidoscope and I am a model for Global Pictures? We can't interfere in each other's professional lives.
Have I ever interfered with you, Mrs. Roberts?
Even though he hadn't interfered yet, it broke Eric's heart to watch Emma get bullied at Global. If Emma would allow him, he could destroy someone like Nathan without breaking a sweat. Nathan put the shoot together to boost Amber's popularity.
But I honestly feel you will totally be a star on the cover, no matter who stands next to you. I believe in you. You know that, right?
Emma just smiled back and slowly drifted off to sleep in Eric's warm embrace. Once she was asleep, Eric sneaked out of bed and made a call.
Luke, figure out the secret magazine schedule and clear my calendar on those dates. I need to know when Emma will be in Mexico.
Next morning, Emma, along with Ashley and Lisa, arrived at Global Pictures. The staff members did not bother to greet Emma in retaliation to what she did to their company Global as the trio walked past them. Just then, Amber and Gary walked in as well. The mood in the room suddenly changed as the staff members got up and welcomed Amber with utmost respect.
With a manager like Ashley around you, I think you should better be careful, Emma.
Why would I be afraid of the manager who betrayed her client? I have already dealt with the mistress who stole my fiance.
That arrogance! You're surely not doing so bad for yourself. But no matter how popular you get, you will always be a mere prop for me at this shoot.
What does that even mean?
Oh no! Didn't Nathan tell you? The whole purpose of this shoot is so I can win the top 10 model awards.
Well, in that case, I wish you all the best. And for the staff here, I am under a very specific contract with Global that includes the way I shall be treated here, and that is the same level of respect you guys have for Amber. I hope I am clear enough. Emma was confident and powerful as she delivered the speech. The staff members immediately realized that Emma was the one woman they didn't want to mess with. They stood up and greeted her respectfully, even louder than they did for Amber. Emma turned her gaze back to Amber. Me and Amber's prop? You must be dreaming, Nathan. Nathan walked into the Global's meeting room for the briefing of their trip to Mexico for the secret shoot.
I will be accompanying Emma and Amber to Mexico for the shoot, along with a translator.
As Nathan sat between Amber and Emma, Amber exchanged a long, loving look at Nathan. A power move by Amber to establish that she had successfully promoted herself from Nathan's mistress to partner, thus taking Emma's place.
We all need to get comfortable with each other to make sure the shoot runs smoothly.
Everyone in the room cringed at this moment, but Ashley was impressed as she knew no matter how hurt Emma was, she would never let it show and allow them to humiliate her.
Though Secret Magazine's popularity has declined over the years, they want to get noticed again with the help of Amber and Emma. Their style is more familiar to Amber's, so Emma, please let her take the lead on this one.
No need to worry, Nathan. I won't disappoint you.
Everyone in the room was stunned into silence. They knew Nathan was trying to push Emma back and put Amber in the spotlight, but Emma was calm and did not respond. Instead, Ashley, Lisa, let's go.
What the hell is this, Emma?
Do you really think my patience would last forever? You are again expecting me to step aside for Amber, who everyone knows can never land a job on her own. Is she really worth all the fuss, Nathan?
How dare you?
If you think you are so talented, Amber, then why don't you go to Mexico without me? Emma has had enough of these old antics as she glared back at Amber. Emma turned to the door with Ashley and Lisa to head out.
Emma, wait! If you're not happy, we can talk it out.
Nathan was furious, but he knew how important Emma was to him, his company, and his sister, Margaret. Last thing he needed was to end terms with Emma on a bad note. I know your plans will be ruined if I walk out this door, Nathan. I trusted you blindly before, but if you still insist on Amber taking the lead, have a nice time in Mexico without me. Lisa and Ashley could barely help but smile at the way Emma handled the situation. They were baffled upon watching Nathan and Amber still trying to bully Emma. It was time for them to wake up. And about Amber's fashion sense being better than mine, it's still not proven. I am still the more accomplished model at Global. Do you want to send this B-list model to lead the shoot, Nathan?
I am going to tear you apart right now!
Amber was furious as she jumped up in anger and slammed her hands on the table. But Nathan intervened at the right time and put his hands on Amber's shoulders to calm her down.
Amber, wait! Emma is right. She has to take the lead on this one, with you following her.
What? I don't want to!
Just like Amber, Nathan was furious too, but he had to remain calm for the sake of his company. Once the reputation was back, he could put Emma back in her place. But until then, well, it's decided then. This was a productive meeting. At that moment, Nathan realized that the Emma he knew no longer existed. She was now confident in herself and didn't need him anymore for any kind of approval. Everyone else dispersed after the meeting, except Amber, Nathan, and Gary.
Why should I listen to Emma? I can't see how this shoot is beneficial for me anymore.
That's enough, Amber. When will you ever learn to see the big picture? Without Emma, there can't be a shoot.
Amber was stunned to see Nathan yell at her like that. She knew she had to do something before Nathan loses it. She calmed herself down, wrapped her arms around him, and wept.
Have you forgotten, Nathan, that I am carrying your child?
I know. That child is the only reason I'm coming with you to Mexico. Everything I'm doing is for you, but you always make things difficult for me.
Nathan walked out of the room in frustration, leaving Amber and Gary in the room.
Mr. Davis is right, Amber. You already have him on your side. All you have to do is to put up with Emma a little longer. You can't afford to ruin this shoot.
You are right. I just can't wait to tear Emma apart.
Meanwhile, Ashley and Lisa were overjoyed as they drove back with Emma.
I bet Amber must be screaming and throwing tantrums at Nathan as we speak. I can't believe the temper you have got these days, Emma. You are so explosive.
I have seen it all. I was already New York's top model at 23. Today, it's been 9 years. I always thought getting married would be better for me, but with Nathan, I've realized I can only rely on myself. Emma was hurt for being with the wrong people and doubting herself till now. She couldn't rely on anyone but Eric, her backbone. She was determined to not let her career fall apart any further. Pack your bags, ladies. We are flying to Mexico.
Emma, you are amazing back there. I bet Amber's throwing a tantrum in the meeting room right now. She's probably screaming at Nathan for letting you take the lead role.
Yeah, Emma, you took everyone there by surprise. I would have never thought you could be so explosive.
Seeing you stand up for yourself makes my heart swell with pride.
I entered the industry at 17 and became New York's top model by 23. In a career spanning more than 9 years, I have seen it all. It goes without saying, some people have been in the industry all their lives, yet they're still oblivious to how it works.
That's because they haven't been hurt like you have.
Correct. Anyway, it's time to look ahead and shine. Let's focus on Mexico now. Emma suddenly remembered that Eric had asked her to give him the details of her Mexico trip. She pulled out her phone and texted him the specifics. She was unsure of his motives, but she believed he must have a good reason for asking. The very next moment, she received a call from Eric.
Hello. Emma had to choose her words carefully and watch her tone because Ashley was in the car. Yet, despite her efforts, a rush of warmth flooded her face, impossible to hide.
I've asked Luke to upgrade your ticket to first class. I hope that won't cause any problems.
Of course not. Emma was touched by his consideration. Emma's original seat on the plane had been right next to Amber and Nathan, but she already knew Amber wasn't going to just sit quietly during the long flight. Thanks to her husband Eric, Emma could now enjoy the flight in peace. But then a thought popped up in her mind. What about Ashley and Lisa? Emma was trying to figure out how to ask this question to Eric with Ashley sitting in the car. But Eric read through her silence.
Don't worry. I've already upgraded both of them.
A soft, romantic smile curled up on Emma's face. Of course he did. I should have known. He's always thinking one step ahead.
I'm sorry, Nathan. I shouldn't have yelled at you at the meeting. I wasn't being considerate towards you.
It's okay, babe. We've been together for so many years. Don't you think I'm used to your temper by now? But from now on, you need to control it and stop fighting with Emma. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
But I can't stop worrying that the two of you will fall in love again.
How can you even say that? You know you're the one I love. We have a future together. Emma is in the past now. You are my everything. Besides, you're pregnant. We can't risk you getting too stressed out.
If that is the case, tomorrow on the plane you aren't allowed to take even one look at Emma. Your eyes should only be on me.
As you wish, my darling.
On this trip, Amber was dead set on proving to Emma who Nathan really cared for. She was determined to make Emma see that no matter how famous she became, Nathan and Global Pictures were firmly under Amber's control, leaving Emma with no hope at all. Little did Amber know that Emma had already moved on.
Eric, are you going on a business trip too?
Yep. My flight is tomorrow.
Emma didn't want to bother him, so she went back to packing, thinking he would tell her more when he came to bed. But he ended up working through the night and leaving for work early in the morning before Emma woke up.
Lisa, go collect our boarding passes.
Why do I have to go?
Go ahead, Lisa. Learn to follow the orders.
Okay, fine. I will be right back.
Looks like I have finally found someone new to boss around for the next few days.
But to her amazement, Lisa returned with only 3 boarding passes.
Emma, Ashley, here are your boarding passes.
Lisa, let me remind you that you were supposed to bring 6 boarding passes, not 3.
And let me remind you that I'm Emma's assistant, not yours. My salary comes from her, not from Global Pictures. Why should I do favors for you? Don't you have your own assistant?
Nathan glanced at Emma, hoping she'd support him. But she simply put on her sunglasses and turned away, ignoring him as if he didn't matter at all.
There's more jealousy coming your way once we're on the plane,
Amber thought.
Just wait and watch.
Sitting down, Amber wrapped her arms around Nathan, waiting for Emma to arrive so she could see her burn with jealousy. But when Emma boarded the plane, she walked straight into the first class without even glancing at them. Their existence didn't matter to Emma.
Emma, our seats are over here. Where do you think you are going?
I'm in the first class.
Looks like I'm in first class too. Enjoy your time in economy.
Ashley looked at her boarding pass and realized she had been upgraded along with them. She smiled as she saw the confused look on Amber's face.
Oh my god, this is unbelievable! This day can't get any better.
This was the first time that an artist's manager was being treated better than the company's CEO.
Nathan, what the hell is happening? Didn't they say that the first class was sold out? How did Emma get an upgrade? That chew with Lisa and Ashley?
I have no idea. If I would have known, I would have booked the first class.
Being the CEO, you are traveling in economy while your employees are traveling first class. This is not good for your reputation.
Seems like someone is doing it deliberately. But who?
Amber was really angry and disappointed. She had wanted to make Amber watch her and Nathan be affectionate.
How could I have known she would end up in first class?
Emma had assumed the first class section would be crowded. Yet as they settled in and the plane readied for the departure, no other passengers appeared. It was just the 3 of them. They had the entire cabin to themselves.
Emma, those 2 aren't going to demand an upgrade too, are they?
Don't worry, ma'am. No one else will be allowed into this section. Mr. Roberts has booked the entire cabin to ensure that Ms. Miller won't be disturbed.
Emma, you have such a good life. I am so jealous of you.
Ashley looked confused on hearing that name. Just as she was about to ask what was happening, Eric walked in.
Am I draining? This can't be possible. I am flying with the CEO of Kaleidoscope Entertainment, a legend in the entertainment industry.
Ashley was dumbfounded. She could have never imagined she would see Eric here. What confused her even more was Emma's reaction. She wasn't startled, just pleasantly surprised. Mr. Roberts.
Can you please explain why you disappeared without a word early this morning and then suddenly appeared here? Eric approached her and helped her out of her seat like a gentleman.
Mrs. Roberts, it almost seems like you don't want to see me.
Mr. Roberts, it's not that I don't want to see you. I'm just a little shocked. You seem to be too good at finding me, no matter where I am.
This can't be true. They are...
I'm guessing Emma hasn't introduced him to you yet. The CEO of Kaleidoscope Entertainment, the king of the entertainment industry, is Emma's husband. When I first found out, I was just as shocked as you are.
Ashley was left speechless, her mind going completely blank from the scene she just witnessed.
When did they get married?
On the day Emma was supposed to marry Nathan, she found out he was cheating with Amber. Emma felt so hurt she got into a contractual marriage with Eric. But looking back, it seems like the best choice for her, with Eric by her side. Though the decision turned out to be great, it is still a secret for the world.
Lisa could see Ashley's expression change as she explained this. So she decided to remind Ashley of a few things in case she got any ideas.
Since Emma has let you know about this now, it must mean she values your skills. As you can see, although Emma is married to Eric, she would never consider relying solely on him. As a headstrong girl, she is depending on herself and her own abilities. Ashley, Emma is a gem, and sooner or later, she will be back at the top of the modeling world. So just think about that before you go around spilling her news.
There was an intimidating tone to Lisa's voice. Ashley knew that revealing Emma's secret could have serious repercussions for her. How will Ashley react to this news from Emma? How is Ashley and Emma's equation going to change from here? What if Nathan and Amber see Emma with Eric on the plane? What plans has Emma in store for the Mexico shoot?
Hey, I'm Emma. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Billionaire's Accidental Bride.